Stavros Tousios for M4Markets, and we are going to have a look at the euro dollar and also pounds against the dollar in today's video. You see that we have had a move to the upside and another move to the upside. We have three peaks and we have kind of two lower peaks here, really confirming a double divergence signal. Okay, which suggests that there might be another leg to the downside, either for a correction or a potential reversal as well, since we do have an actual high and we have a new top in. However, the move to the downside over here, it does not have this impulsive structure that we have been talking about, right? That typically we prefer to see clear moves into one direction to kind of, try to understand whether this is a move that is going to be continuing into one direction or not. And this one particularly seems like there is some sort of consolidation here, and it could be even a case where we might have an actual triangle here. Okay, and triangles, especially at this stage of a particular move, which is closer to the top, usually are turning into a consolidation move, which leads to further upside. Okay, so until we see, yes, indeed, we have two signals that show that there is further downside potential, but until we see a clear five-wave move to the downside, we are still in consolidation. And since the trend is to the upside, this consolidation might lead to further upside rather than a downside. But we'll have to pay attention also to 109 or let's say 109.10, because this is the low of this particular range for now, at least. I am leaning towards a case where this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, which is an ABCDE, which is a triangle. So I would be expecting this triple bottom here to perhaps hold, give us another leg to the upside, and then one more leg to the downside, perhaps just, stay around 110, finally see another leg to the upside, and then from there we can see, of course, how this will pan out. Of course, with these two signals on the RSI, there is high potential for further downside as well. So if we lose the 36 RSI, which is the low over here as well, then the chances of a further downside might increase. Let's not forget though, if we come down here without falling there could be an actual divergence here. Hidden divergence. So this is going to be a potential signal that another leg to the upside might be coming indeed. Coming to pound, similar price action, but we'll have a more clear structure here. We have had an actual triangle. Okay, so it seems like structurally speaking, pound might be leading euro dollar, and this is the actual shape here that we see. It's a running triangle, and you have something like of an ABC going up. So when we see ABCs going into the direction of the trend, because we know the direction of the trend here is to the upside, there is potential of a wedge. Okay, so we might see prices consolidate with an upward bias. We're going to probably see overlaps between prices and start looking at the diagonal shape. Now, there is very tiny chance of an actual divergence here playing out, at least from the RSI perspective, because we have flatness, whereas this is a new peak. We would have preferred if the RSI was lower to make that signal a bit more convincing, but it's not. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going into one direction or the other, but it means that the downside potential is not as strong in this case, because momentum is not as exhausting, if that makes sense. But we do have to pay attention to the last leg down here at 124.34, because if we do lose that level, then the chances of an actual reversal are going to increase, and we will have to start looking not just 123.6 but 122.52 as well, because it's very important that we stay above the last wave of the triangle ABCDE, and this is at 123.83. But as I was just saying before, falling under 124.36 or so is going to be an early sign that the sort of further declines might be seen, unless of course if we start moving higher now and we get something like this, which is what I'm expecting to see. and we get some sort of divergence over here, a better signal than before, then this would be a much better opportunity for me, structurally speaking, to look for potential declines rather than anything else.